There we go. Pretty cool, right? But wait, there's more. Why would we stop with just introducing a cool new dark ride system to the world when we could also introduce a cool new flying theater product to the world? So, the next product I'm going to talk to you about today is called the Dynamic Flight Cycle. Now, we call it the flight cycle because you're going to be sitting in it like in a flying theater. But normally in a flying theater, you have kind of a fun and placid, serene, scenic experience. That's where you're sort of sitting back and drifting over through the air. But what if you were in more of like a motorcycle position, leaning forward into the wind, like a motorcycle with wings? And so that's the concept of the Flight Cycle product line. And we're also going to be introducing a thing that we call attraction packages. This is where we're going to take all of the media, all of the story, all of the concepts, we're going to wrap it all up into one package. Kind of like when you go to buy a car at a car dealership. You walk onto the lot, and as soon as you get there, you pick out your color, you pick out certain features, but then when you're done, you have everything that you need, you settle on a price, we hand you the keys, and you drive off the lot. That's what an attraction package is. So with the flight cycle, we started to think, well, what would be kind of fun? If you're in this almost like riding a horse kind of position, what would be a fun thing to do with the flight cycle? Let me ask you a question. Who here in this crowd likes dragons?
We are here to recruit for our mighty struggle. Who here wants to join our fight against the evil kingdom? Who here wants to soar among the mystic realms?
Right after the quick reminder about the ultra dark ride. All right then. Well, while we're working on a little technical difficulty, I will tell you a little bit about the Dragon Rider's storyline. So imagine that there are two kingdoms in a medieval world, and that they are constantly doing battle with one another. And the way in which they battle, they do so by riding on the backs of dragons.
That looks farther than...
Yeah, they do so by riding on the backs of dragons. And that's what this system is going to allow you to do. One of the things that we really like about it is that it actually is a very modular system. So we have the ability to scale it up or down. We can have a large theater for you, or we can actually do a smaller one. And even our ceiling height requirements for this system are much, much lower. So that means that if you have a smaller space, we're much more likely to be able to fit that into that space. So take, for example, a classic flying theater model. Those require very, very tall, very large space, just by the very nature of the way a flying theater works. But with a flight cycle, the modularity of it allows us to cram it into lots of different fun spaces. So if you have a challenging space, feel free to make an appointment with the sales team, and we will get that, get your questions answered about that and get that figured out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here to unveil our maniacal, crazy new coaster for Six Flags. My name is James Geiser. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for Six Flags. And as the leaders in thrilling entertainment, Six Flags is committed to bringing the very best in innovation, the highest, the newest, the best in new rides every year at each of our parks. This year will be no exception, as we are very excited to launch our 10th roller coaster at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo, California, just outside of San Francisco. And, this ride will be an amazing new attraction for Six Flags. And to tell you more about it, I want to introduce Jeff Pike as the leader of Skyline, here to tell you more about this.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. All right, yes, applause, energy, excitement, right? Hey, listen, before I say everything about the coaster, I want to thank Six Flags personally and on behalf of everybody here at Skyline. They've been wonderful to work with. They're a great customer. Now, Harley Quinn's Crazy Coaster. Six Flags came to us and said, can you give us something that's never been done before? And we said, yes, we can. We have just the thing for you. So, debuting this summer will be the world's first and world's only Skywarp roller coaster featuring dueling dual loops. Now, in this case, you're saying, what do you mean dueling dual loops? Skywarp features a very, very unique dueling feature. As you rock back and forth and get two trains of 16 passengers going, you will pass each other multiple times through an X-shaped figure eight crazy layout, hence the name Crazy Coaster. You know, people say the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, and you bet you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again. You're going to be having fun over and over again. How about it?
Okay, so the name is aptly themed. Harley Quinn is one of the most notorious supervillains that DC Comics has, and we are so excited to debut it on this ride. We will be with this ride. We will have 4 DC-themed rides in this vibrant new area of the park. So without further ado, why don't we show them the coaster car?
Let's show them. Here we go.
Yeah.
Jeff, why don't you tell us more about this car?
Sure. So, like I said, Harley Quinn's Crazy Coaster is the first and only of its kind in the world. The first and only roller coaster of its kind in the world. And you are looking here at the first ever Harley Quinn Crazy Coaster lead vehicle of the Skywarp trains. This is an exclusive car featured only on this ride, and it has a couple really key features that differentiate it from other rides. This vehicle, if you look here at these wheels, ladies and gentlemen, right here, now these aren't just regular roller coaster wheels. These are 16-inch diameter, wide tread roller coaster wheels that you don't typically find on rides of this size. And why is that? Because we are going to be flipping and spinning you around at 3.5 Gs at a combined flyby speed of 70 miles per hour each time you pass the other passengers. We needed some high performance wheels to deal with those kinds of stats. Furthermore, if you look back here at the seats, these aren't just roller coaster seats. We put a lot of time and effort into making a safe and ergonomic containment system with the restraints. This features state-of-the-art restraint technology, and it is very form-fitting and ergonomic. We put a lot of different sized people, myself included, and I'm not exactly a 48-inch tall rider, but it really is safe and comfortable. I think when you get in the seat the first time, you'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference in how safe and ergonomic they are. We focus on the safety. You guys focus on having fun in those seats.
So you want to take a test ride?
Yeah, let's go ahead and sit up in the restraints here.
All right, first of